Hello and welcome to the British Warrior Within website. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Phil Stone. This here is my lieutenant here. This is Wellington. Apparently he's quite good with tactics. You have to get used to him because he follows me everywhere. I'm really pleased you come to the website. It means that you've had enough of what's going on in Great Britain and you want to stop it. We've got to stop it, haven't we? It's just getting crazy, and we all know what's causing it. It is Islam, and they're just trying to take over our country and turn us all into their slaves, otherwise we'll be killed. We're losing everything. We're losing our history, our dignity. We're losing face, because we've been quite cowardly in Britain. I don't know whether it's through ignorance, through the British, oh no we must try, or whether a lot of people have become cowards. Well, I'm not willing to be a coward. It's not in my nature, never has been, and yes, this has given me a cause, but it's a bloody good cause. It's about saving this country. There's lots of things wrong with Britain, but nothing as wrong as this. This is an invasion. The government knows it's an invasion, but they don't care because they're getting so much money from Muslim nations. The Saudis are giving them millions, maybe even trillions for arms, and we would lose all of that. Oh, sorry, Britain would lose all of that. The government, the elites, the bankers, the tossers that are running the country. Sorry, I forget I'm on my own website, so I can fucking swear as much as I want. So, sorry ladies. Yeah, saying sorry ladies. I'm not just looking for men, looking for women as well. Because women are as fearsome as men when they've got a passion about something. And if you haven't got a passion for this, then this probably isn't the right place for you. But if later on you do get that passion, then come back. Remember the site. It's going to take a while to build. I've got 8 members so far, so that's 9 of us, but that's 8 more than I had a week ago, so that's 8 in a week. It will slow down. Unfortunately at the moment I can't afford to advertise or get a really good website. I've had to use a DIY one because I'm not a techno geek. So any techno geeks out there that want to join, come on please, come here. I'm based in the southeast of England, in Sussex. It's miles from everywhere else in the country. Typical. In fact, most places in France are blinking closer to us than most places in England. However, that shouldn't stop us in this modern technological age in being able to talk to each other. I've set up a chat room on the homepage of this website. When I'm about, I always go to look, see if there's anybody about. So far, everybody's been a bit shy. I know it's a subject you have to be very careful about because you don't want to upset anybody. You don't want the police to get involved. But it's gone beyond that now. We all love watching those films where people are fighting against the establishment and they're fighting for a just cause. And they win. But you have to go through a bit of pain to get there. And if I go through a bit of pain, if I go through a lot of pain, if it means reaching the goal of ridding Great Britain of these Islamic extremists especially, I haven't really got a problem with Muslims that are supposedly okay. But I'm not so sure any of them are okay, because if a nasty Muslim tells them you've got to do this, if they don't, they'll be stoned, thrown off a building, whatever. So they're always capable of doing it, because that's how the cult works, as we all know. It's a cult. It's a cult of fear. And the fear instilled in these people has been instilled in them for over 1400 years. That's a long time of people telling you you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and it's passed on from family to family to family, and I think it becomes more extreme as time goes by. they've got kids that can strip an AK-47, put it back together and fire off a magazine in under a minute. And we would probably struggle to use a slingshot, let's be honest. Unless you're from a military background. Again, people from military background very much like to hear from you. I'm sure you can have an awful lot of input. But there's so much skill set. We need an infrastructure. We need people with, as I said before, techno geeks, people who know how to do things on computers. There's so many things that we need if we are going to become an established movement that will actually have a say in what goes on in this country. We also need some muscle. We need people that aren't frightened to stand up against these gangs of Muslims, because they never go around on their own. They're too scared to go around on their own. There's always about 100 of them. But that's why they're winning, because they're getting the numbers. We have got to get numbers. We have got to stand up to them like for like. And we may well see things change without there being any need to resort to actual physical violence. We need people that are good in dealing with the establishment. I'm not too bad myself, but there's probably people better than me. People that can converse with the government, with the MPs and local council. It probably start off where we work locally and nationally, because you need to start from the bottom to make anything work. Sounds rather gay, doesn't it? Nothing against gays, nothing at all. Just saying, it sounds rather gay. Sorry, I've got quite a warped sense of humour. I don't smile much because I've only got one tooth at the moment. I'm waiting to go to the dentist. But believe you me, I'm not a miserable shit. I'm actually a very happy, jokey person. I don't want the miserable mug that God gave me to make me think, I don't want to get involved with that miserable bastard. Because I'm not, I promise you. But I am passionate about this. And anybody who's not, I would struggle to suffer them if they didn't have that passion as well as their own personality. You've got to have that passion too. What's in it for you? Not a lot. Apart from saving your country, saving the future for your kids, for your grandkids, for remembering your ancestors that did have to die for us to go out and fight in very unjust wars, unwarranted wars. That was when we was a bit more uncivilised. But this is a just war. And at the moment it's a stealth war, because they are getting away with everything they want to get away with, so they're quite happy. They just keep integrating people into local government, into the main government. We've already got that idiot Khan as Mayor of London. And do you think he's doing the best for the indigenous British population? No, of course he's not. But they're being very clever about it. That's the trouble, they're quite clever. You look at them and think, no, they're not, but the only thing going against them is their inbreeding, which is a fact. It's not an insult. They marry first cousins, and the inbreeding is bringing down their IQ as time goes by. But that's a long way in the future before they sort of get rid of themselves through inbreeding. We need to do it before then. I just want to stop it. I want to stop it. I want every terrorist that's in this country out of this country. Muslims, if they want to live in the British way, fine. But all this, you can't have a Union Jack. Oh, you can't have a St George's flag. Not even on St George's Day, which incidentally is coming up, 23rd of April. You should know that. And that is ridiculous. It's got to stop. And this teaching English children the Quran and how to pray to Muhammad in schools. It's absolutely fucking outrageous. And it needs to stop. Right, I've made a mistake today. I put myself on the channel where I've only got 15 minutes. On the other channel I've got a lot longer. So please, if you're not sure, think about it. Come back. But if you've got that passion, join up now. All I say is you need to log in. There's a login button and you can sign in with your Facebook, Google, or you just put in your email and a password. And what that does is generates a request for membership to me, and I okay it. No fee. I'm going to copy it. Talking about money, if you can afford to donate to help grow the group, that'd be fantastic. There's a donate button. You pay by PayPal or cards. If you don't get much money, but I don't get much money, if you can pay £1 a month to just set up, it's not a direct debit, and you can cancel it anytime you want, that'd be brilliant. If you can donate more, great. And I am also getting some British Warrior Within shirts, which you'll see on the website, because they're going to be stitched. They're polo shirts, they're Fruit of the Loom. Well, they better be, they've said they're going to be. I should be receiving mine soon. And for the first 10 people who order them, I will do them at $19.99, which with delivery is cost. After that it will be $24.99. But these are going to be limited to members only. You won't see other people wearing them about. And I think it will give you a sense of pride when you wear it. Email me if you're interested. There's a host of colours. I couldn't go through them all. There's so many. You give me a rough idea what colour you want and I'll probably be able to get it for you. Sizes from super small to super big, thankfully. And I will order them as I get a certain amount of orders. Unless there's a bit of a while between people ordering them, then I will send off just for one if needs be. Obviously because it's cheaper. So I will be open and upfront with you about absolutely everything. I'm looking for some people to help me with the site. I'm looking for people to become assistants to me, if you will, but they will be considered equal, but I'll be assisting them as much as you're assisting me. I don't want any cockfighting in this group because that will just destroy it. It's I have the last word because somebody has to, because if there's a disagreement, I have the last word. And if people don't like that, fine. But have you ever had any kind of movement when there wasn't somebody who had to make that final decision? But any ideas are very, very welcome. And please, just come along, sign up, tell your friends, anybody you know is fed up with Islam. Even if you don't want to go and join, but you think I know somebody who'd like to do that, get them in touch with BritishWarriorWithin.com. The site's not fantastic, as I say, because I've had to do it myself with a free website maker. But it's okay. It's okay. Right, come on then, let's get this going. We can't wait any longer. It's happening. Sweden's gone, Belgium's gone, and Britain will be next. Right, I'm going to leave you with my little saying that I've come up with, which is united together, stand unbowed. Because if we're united and together, we will never bow to Islam. Come and join this Pride of Lions at BritishWarriorWithin.com.